Hey guys, Veebat here with another V-Plays, and this may look like an ME410, but with a discerning eye you'll note that it's slightly different because this is actually going to be an ME210. Now, there's some slight differences between the aircraft, and we'll take a look at that when we get back to the hangar, but its overall performance characteristics are going to be relatively on par with a 410, just at Tier 5, and without the 30mm cannons. So you're looking at just two 20s and two 7.92 machine guns. You do get an internal carriage of 2 bombs, which is exactly the same as the 410 that you get at Tier 6. You can opt to lose the guns and get the internal carriage bombs, but as internal carriage bombs, that means that you don't lose any airspeed for equipping them. They actually maintain the same performance. So we're going to hang out here. We know that the enemy has a bomber, and we want to try and come in here and intercept some of these aircraft. I see this HE-100D1. It is a premium aircraft that just became available recently. I have not been impressed with this airframe. We're going to go ahead and get on our tail gunner here. Try and give this 109E a bit of a hard time. We are going to be able to get the airspeed on him. We're going to do an up and over and come back on him. The speed of this airframe and the altitude performance, again, on par with what we have seen from the 410. So we're in a good spot there. And while it doesn't have the 30s, it doesn't mean it doesn't have the capability to put out some serious damage on the enemy. You can see here we managed to take out that airframe. Now we're working on the Ju-88. A B-17 is no slouch for hit points, but we're not doing so bad either when it comes to firepower. We have opted for an increased damage output, or like speed of fire on these guns, to try and get a little bit more out of them. Whoa, hey friend. That was a good boom and zoom run on that airframe right there. We're going to go ahead and let ourselves get our engine back shortly, hopefully. Well, it looked like he wanted to ram me. I'm okay with that. Okay, let's hope that this engine comes back. We've been having bad luck with the engines this battle, but we have control of the zone. I really should be getting myself a little bit of altitude if I can. Bombs are just about back. They take really long to reload, but I'm okay with them taking a bit to reload because, like I said, they're not going to be affecting our overall capabilities with the platform. Alright, we got taken out by a mosquito, but I'm alright with that. We seem to be doing pretty good, and we're maintaining that field. I'm going to go for a respawn on the airfield. Somebody highlighted to me the other day the issues we've had with respawning. Clicking on the airfield to respawn and then it swapping back to the original spawn is actually a result of another site being taken, and it's kind of the game's way of saying, are you sure something just changed on the battlefield? Which is fair and to be expected. Well, unfortunately, we lost the center site, but we have enough of an advantage. I feel confident that we should be able to keep this battle in our favor. We're able to stay hammered down on that trigger for quite a bit longer, since we have increased the burst length, I believe is what we set it up as. There we go. We managed to get him in the zone, which is good. 400 miles an hour in the dive. Not bad at all. Alright. This game is pretty much over, but let's see if we can knock out one more kill here. Oh, unfortunately no, but we did get some good damage in. I think this really showcased how good this fighter really is, this heavy fighter. That's the 210. I've always liked the ME410. I've liked the look of it. I've liked the characteristics and its flight performance. This is the same aircraft, just at tier 5 with the option of the bombs equipped, and you lose the increased forward firing capability with the 30mm cannons, but it doesn't seem to make that big of a difference because, again, we're looking at similar capabilities across the board. We managed to make 120,000 credits. We are on a premium account still for another 33 days, and it is a premium aircraft, so that is affording us a little bit of a boost when it comes to credit income, but even in non-premium we would have made 80,000 credits, which is good because we spent a bit to be able to get this guy up and running. I am mistaken, we went with increased rate of fire with this gas action, which increases the rate of fire of the guns, but it didn't seem to cause a lot of problems for the 20s overheating. This also gives us a chance of starting fire, which is great because then that's combined with the chance of fire coming from the gun sight as well. Guns are center mounted, so they're fairly accurate to begin with, and since this is a premium, I can throw in my 262 pilot in here, and it is a very effective piece of machinery, and I am definitely enjoying it, and it's a lot of fun to be able to have a premium version of an airplane I really enjoy, which is the 410, and you can kind of see the difference here. The wings are slightly different. The cockpit, it seems like looks like the entire fuselage is actually slid back as we swap between the two. There's just some slight variations in how it's oriented, but like I said, the ME410 does have an option to equip these bombs right here if you wanted to forego the 230s, and that would be the same type of thing you would see on the 410. It's that it just doesn't have the option. And just to drive the point home about the bombs not affecting your airspeed, you can see the airspeed here, boost to 363 and cruise of 329. We took the bombs off, same exact statistics, so overall doesn't really matter. Again, I really enjoy this airframe. I think it looks nice. However, if you were to get this airframe, it comes in a bundle, and that bundle has a very high price point. So in order to get this aircraft, I purchased this, And I also got the XP77 came with that, which is another tier 5 premium we'll review shortly. And then a really odd duck, but fun to fly, is this Pegasus at tier 2. Really goofy plane, total of 9 rockets, but again, you'd have to buy all 3 in order to get the one airplane. I don't know about the XP77, I haven't flown it yet. I can tell you that the Pegasus is fun for goofing around plane if you were flying with a new player that was getting used to the game, like a friend that was just grinding through the tiers. It's a great fun plane to kind of go in and goof around with. But again, I try not to play low tiers too often. The XP77, I'm interested to see how it performs, but again, buying all 3, I'm not sure it's really going to be worth it. If there's another way to get the 210 later on, I do advise getting it if you like the 410 and you wish you could have had a premium version of that platform. Here it is right here. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.